And in the end, I was so sick and tired of both the producer and the director that I decided to kill them both. For a long time, I thought I was only going to kill the producer, but in the end, I thought this director was such an idiot too. So I killed him too, and then I was very happy that I was done with both. And nobody could say this director is me. Yeah. So I was happy I killed him.
There's a labyrinth, but it has no walls. There are no exit signs.
Well, Christina has seen it. I think she saw it twice in New York. And the first time it ended, and I walked up to her and I said, so, you know, what did you think? And she said, she sort of looked up and she said, yes, I thought filming it was the hardest thing I ever had to do. Meaning, of course, watching it was much harder.
When you watch 3D, your brain has to use other parts than when you watch a normal movie. And if it's cutting too fast or if it's doing all sorts of things, then you can get seasick and you can get sick and tired of 3D. We avoided all this, so you probably after a few minutes forget that you're watching 3D, which is something I like a lot. So I'm going to take you to Canada, and I promise you at the end you're going to be back here in Lisbon. Everything will be fine. Thank you. Thank you.
You'll see, it's a strange mixture of a very comical movie and a terror movie at the same time. So you have both comic and terror in a documentary. I actually saw it the last time with the angle of terror, and I was totally terrorized.
Thank you very much for coming. I'd like to thank the Film Festival for bringing me out here and then playing Manglehorn. I met Al Pacino 4 years ago at a meeting, and I was trying to convince him to be in a car commercial. And the advertising agency sent me into a room with him, and he didn't like that idea. And the meeting went for 2 hours, and it went very poorly. And when we left, he said, "I'm not going to do your commercial." And I said, "I don't care about that, but I want to. Now I'm excited about this meeting with you. You're one of my idols. You're one of the greatest actors who's ever lived, and I'm going to come back in a year because I had an idea for a movie."
The moment where Bruno says, "Thank you for the paella," and she takes his hand but doesn't shake it really, and then puts her hand and she hesitates. There's a little moment of hesitation, and I realized in the editing that if I put a few images too much on that close-up, it changes the whole meaning of the film. It becomes a glorification of the reunification of Martha with herself and with her country. And if I don't put enough, then it becomes she's still rejecting, has not changed. So it was fascinating for me to discover the power of cinema on a close-up and on the number of images of that close-up.
Passava horas a fazer, quase todo o dia, a fazer uma maquilhagem com látex, muito chata de fazer, porque eram horas e horas de pôr látex a fazer um leproso. E finalmente fazia do leproso no fim do dia em que filmávamos. E eu dizia assim, mas o que é que se vê de mim? Só os olhos e a voz. E isto acho também é muito importante nos filmes do Manel, porque ele, ao contrário do que as pessoas vinham do mudo, e ao contrário do que se possa pensar, era uma pessoa que dava uma importância enorme ao som. E percebi que ele acreditava que pelo som, pela voz das pessoas, passavam a alma. Tanto ou mais como pelos olhos.
This was so beautiful that the time we spent in Lisbon at the time, my wife and I, with the film crew, it almost didn't feel like working. I mean, we did shoot a lot with all the kids and stuff, but it never felt like work. It felt like this is the way of living.
fly